who really supports our troops? Those who question they're getting involved in questionable conflicts, or those who don't? I took Brodus and Coco, who we called the couple, on my last trip to see Noam Chomsky, which is about 1,500 mile round trip, regarding so-called chemtrails. How come here I am in Hartford, Connecticut, at 11:20 a.m. on a Monday, and there's no trails today? Now how on earth could a debunker of chemtrails explain that? What on earth is different with the atmosphere today that there are absolutely no trails of any grade that are visible circumferentially here in Hartford, Connecticut? Yes, circumferentially here. Just outside of Boston, no proliferating trails, no visible trails at all. I mean, spraying no small part of the world on a constant basis has got to be costly, don't you think? What about that $2.3 trillion that good old Rummy talked about? Do you know that 1 billion seconds is between 31 and 32 years, and 1 trillion seconds is like between 31 and 32,000 years? Think of what billions of dollars means. And here we are, 18 trillion in debt. It's so nice to see nature without the interference of humankind. It might produce some spectacular sunsets that people take credit for with their photography and so forth, but I'll tell you what, they're not real. They're manufactured by man with this spray, and that's what causes those unbelievable colors that we've never seen before at sunrise and sunset, which we're not seeing today, thank goodness, at least in this area. I think this is going to be my first chemtrail video I've ever made without any chemtrails. Shouldn't we enjoy nature as it is all the time, or what are they doing the spraying for? Don't you want to know? I mean, it's obvious that we're the ones paying for this, whatever it is. So if it's not working, the spray to counter global warming, I mean, what the hell else would it be used for? Tell me. Obviously, they're not trying to kill the population. If they were trying to do that, there would be much more efficient ways of going about it. You've said, and I've said, this is the reason I'm doing this, our planet's future is at stake right now. If we don't turn this thing around.
Well, actually, this is the first time in human history when we have to make decisions which will determine whether our grandchildren have a decent world to live in. We're advancing towards a precipice which we might fall over, in which case the chances for decent human survival are finished. And there are basically two crucial problems. One is nuclear weapons.
Yep.
By a miracle, virtual miracle, we've survived the last 70 years without destroying ourselves.
Yeah.
There's always a chance. The other is simply climate catastrophe. Got to keep fighting.
Definitely. What do you think, Brodus? How about you, Buffs? How about you? So our beloved Brodus didn't feel so hot after dinner on Wednesday, and by Saturday morning he was gone. Tried everything. Our vet was on vacation. We had to go to somebody else. But, had him on the pain meds and, check every possible thing it could, be. He had Ehrlichia, but he also entered her office with 104 fever, and she was able to bring that down. So that was good. And he wasn't, like, at first, when he first had trouble after eating, he was kind of like arched over and going, and he stopped doing that after he treated. So, wasn't in any discomfort, but still, what a guy he was. Better than most humans. On my last drive to see Noam Chomsky, which is about 1,500-mile round trip, I took Coco and Brodus in March of this year. It seemed like, I think he was like 12 or 13. We've had him for over 10 years. And it just seemed like he had puppy energy all the way till the end. It was really quite incredible. But then all of a sudden he didn't feel so great after a meal on a Wednesday night, and he was dead by Saturday morning, even though we know everything had been done that we could have done. So it's kind of sad. I mean, it's very sad, actually. Dogs are just so faithful, and he was a dog who had lived in the forests, and at the time we were also lived in New York City, had a place there we still rented, and he'd go up there and live in a high rise and adapt just fine, and then come back here and run free in the woods, which we used to let him do back then. But faithful and loyal, unlike so many humans. Dogs are just really great creatures, and if we have souls, and I don't know about this whole soul thing really, but and certainly about hell. I mean, if any kind of creative force sent any of us to hell, even the worst, I mean, hell, eternity, isn't that pushing things a bit? But if dogs don't have souls, then I certainly wouldn't want any part of an afterlife. Not without them. They're really something else. And cats. Every time he went out, he was ecstatic. Every time he came in, he was ecstatic. Every time he ate, he was ecstatic. I mean, he was just always expectant. I never saw him down, but he always had this puffs to lift him up. He's really to be missed. Goodbye, pal. I fear it's forever. I hope it's not the case.